I guess I'll ask you to show around your studio just a bit, if that's possible.
Yes, it is small, so bear with me because I'm gonna be moving a little bit to the camera. I have a very small atelier, it's about like a 4x3.
Yeah.
So I had to be very compact in the way. So what you see there is my main working place. I have some presses, and I'm gonna go there. Going to this side, you could see in the back of the other video, I have like kind of a cupboard.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of little projects and equipment there, and I have my
additional
board.
storage space.
Yes, always you have to find my cutting board.
Yeah.
And it serves as well as a storage unit, as you can see under.
Yeah, I was impressed how you fit it in there the first time I saw it.
It's 20 years of Holland, No?
Yeah.
You learn how to live in small houses.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I have a little bit of like a bookshelf with books that are kind of examples, sometimes I have to explain something to a client, and some basic literature, but this is not all my books, this is just part of my books. And then I'm stepping down my little IKEA step. I fitted the place with a skylight to bring more light into onto the atelier. That's nice because you have a little bit of a natural light. This part here would be my chemicals cabinet.
Yeah.
You see that we have quite a lot of products that we use.
Almost like an enlarged medical cabinet.
Yes, it looks like a little bit like that.
Over the sink and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we will try not. So the sinking, and then here we go. I have every drawer that is something inside, from brushes, tools that normally they are more for bookbinding, the part.
Yeah.
Have paint, acrylics, oil, watercolor. This is also special watercolor. Then here we go. You see, this is non-stop pencils, watercolor pencils. We use a lot for repairs, for to touch up.
Retouching, yeah.
Yeah, and then here under, it's just, I label everything. People will think because I have a minor dyslexia, so I need to label. If I don't label, I get lost. So everything, including, you know what? Aha!
Some colorful stuff, yeah.
Yes, I like it. And then when we come to the top, so you see, it's everything, every single place I am stocking up with material, but it has to have some kind of organization, otherwise I get a little bit lost.
Yeah. It's a great example of how quite a small space can be really functional and include a lot of stuff.
Yes. And here under, for example, what I find it easy, this is on wheels. Why? Because cleaning. You need to keep the place very clean.
Yeah.
When I'm working normally, I open this drawer because then I would be sitting in this area.
Yeah.
And here behind, I create another drawer where I have some material that I need for restoration.
Yeah.
Like butter print, holy text, all sort of Japanese papers with the different colors and shades and also different grams to it.
Yeah.
And so it is, because it is small, I work around, it's just like trying to make it look as easy as possible for me to reach.
Yeah.
Without having to go to the other side of the place.
To stand up and to move around the studio. Yeah.
One of my newest, one of my favorite tools is this press.
Yeah.
This is a finishing press by Geert van Douw, the Dutch bookbinder. He was my teacher in tooling, but he also developed tools, and I love this. When I have to do backings, or even do sometimes some finishing work, it is absolutely beautiful. And it opens and closes. It is not a beginner's tool. It took me about 6 years to be able to buy one of those, but I'm so happy with that. And then I would have, of course, the loop, because I will have an airbrush machine,
Yeah.
and that we will talk about a bit later. And process board. That's fun. That's why sometimes I think. I use a board because I'm a visual person, so sometimes I make drawings about what I'm trying to do it, and make notes for myself not to forget.
Yeah.
I have also humidity control.
Okay.
I have a disinfecting machine, because my tools, when I finish a project, I'm going to sterilize them. I want them absolutely clean.
Yeah.
And that is my garden view.
That's the best.
Yeah, the best fella. We build up. Was building this place with my husband. And we built in the back of the house. One important thing people forget often: you need a fire extinguisher.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is something very important to have. And also, you notice that many places here I have curtains for the light.
Yeah.
It's because the UV light also damages, so like the covers and everything.
Yeah.
So you need to have that one in place.
Yeah.
And here's a project that I'm about to continue work. Now I think that you can see a bit.
Yeah.
This is a book from 1552, and you see the doodles.
Is it? Yeah, some doodles. Maybe you can see a photo later because
Yeah. Oh, isn't it like the doodles? And you see that started here with a lot of issues.
Damage.
People damaging and
Cutting away. Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
letters.
I
You
hate
see?
this.
Yeah. So someone wanted to do so. You see, like, look at the damage, and they went with the scalpel.
Oh yeah.
There is a lot of similar damage here, so it will be like I'm gonna be, replacing here with a blank, because the letter was stolen.
Yeah.
And this was used to be a parchment, so this parchment is so badly damaged, and you see the wood here is also damaged.
Yeah.
The end bands are gone.
Is it mites or just?
Sorry?
Is it mites damage or insects
it's
or?
woodworms?
Yeah.
Woodworms, mites. So it's like here there was my assessment report. It's quite comprehensive. I write a lot of things. I note a lot of. I glued. Sorry. I'll send a picture.
Okay.
So it is like my damage report. It is here because I wanted to show you guys, but it's one of my next projects.
Okay.
The other project that I'm working on is this is the last gathering that I'm gonna be repairing. If someone saw my latest posts on Instagram, they will see that's part of this project. This is a company archive. A company that was actually bombed during the Second World War, and went to the ground, and they still had some things. So it's very funny because I'm going over, some 1940, 1941. It's a kind of scrapbook from a company, whatever was left over.
Yeah.
But it was in a different format, and the client wants as a book.
Yeah.
So I have to restore all this, so that means filling up all these little gaps.
Yeah.
And
All the punched holes. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very long, so to punch the holes, and that's why I have that beauty there. Some people might recognize from posts. Because otherwise it would be very difficult for me to punch the holes nicely, and this is how big the book is.
So it will be a single book or several volumes?
The client, I wanted to sell separate books because it would be much easier, but the client wants one book.
Okay.
So, but this is book number 1. I have 5 to do it. So Here's the rest of the trouble. It's all over there.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah. So this yeah, like the binding gonna be simple, sturdy, the simple binding, but the person wants everything in one big book. So 5 big books. So this is, and that is when it came the idea, I need a punching cradle so I can punch it properly.
Yeah, a long
and
one.
Funny enough, I'm getting my husband to do it a little bit bigger frame, with sewing frame, because I don't have a big sewing frame for this sort of a format.
Yeah.
So we're going to be using your ideas.
Yeah.
I already put him to watch the video.
Okay.
He's handed at me for that.
Yeah.
So this is a bit, so here, more projects, this one. This is a cash book.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is.
I like the format.
Yeah, very oblong format, very odd format, and it is kind of a loose.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is, I'm gonna try to reconnect these parts here so
The
it
threads?
is proper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you see, it is a link binding.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to reconnect it, to reconstruct, the original structure. And if it's not possible, then I get something, because this book is gonna be digitized.
It's quite a big book for limb binding.
Yeah, but I have a bigger one.
Okay.
Here. It's as big as the project from that I have from the big book.
Okay.
Is this one here.
Yeah.
So basically, here's I have more projects to go through. Here's I have a book binding, a project that actually is a present for a friend that she works in administration of a hospital in the UK. Her name is Sangeeta Katuria. She's also a writer. And this would be, because we studied together, this would be my present for her. I'm binding her first book as a kind of author's binding. And of course, I like some decoration as well. That is, in particular, for a very good friend of mine that died last year, Yona Cohen.
Yeah.
That was many times my guide in many aspects of setting up, working, and when I get into trouble, questions.
That's a beautiful etching.
Yeah, it is. Someone did it for her, and I really like it, and I keep it here. As also keeping her along here with me.
Yeah.
Before leaving, she left me a very nice collection of papers, especially decorated marble papers, and one day I will show you that whole collection. So what else can I show you here? You see, it's not that big.
Yeah, I think that's the most important part, because many people are concerned that they don't have space for bookbinding or for book-related projects. But then you can start with really small space, and first thing first, you need a table. When you have a table, you can build around it, and then you can work with only one table. It may be tough. It may be not the perfect setup, but it's already something, and you can start from there. And
I would be happier if I would have a little bit more counter space. That's one thing that I find bad in my design. So I will often use my guillotine, my big board chopper.
Yeah.
Not only as a storage, but when I needed to work, sometimes in my extra counter space, and that's why that on the top I use as well as a place for me to. But I miss here the counter space.
Yeah.
A workspace. I chose to work on this kind of this kind of material, that you do like for construction.
Yeah.
Because I am short, so when I have to reach out up there, I need to climb.
Yeah.
So I needed something. So that was. But you can start with this small thing, and then you go be wise with use every single centimeter that you have.
Yeah.
Even I have another cutter here. This is the book block cutter.
Okay.
It's manual, but because the other ones are too big, so as you can see, so any other complications or if a bigger equipment, I can't have it.